Hi folks, I'm just watching the BBC site at the minute, which has said that the PM is going to ban the XL bully by the end of the year after they've I'm just getting different bits up at the minute. After they've he's ordered urgent work to define and ban the American XL bullies. He said the first need to be defined as a breed, but then will be banned. Whether that means they're going to have to be registered with the Kennel Club and then ban them, or just have somebody define what an XL bully is. The next bit is it comes after a man left in critical condition after being attacked by two dogs in Staffordshire died. The attack happened on Main Street in Stunwell near Walsall on Thursday afternoon. The man was taken to critical hospital in a critical condition. It also says the breed of dogs involved have not yet been confirmed. And there was a recent dog attack on an 11-year-old in Birmingham, which sparked a debate about certain breeds. Now, the Dangerous Dog Act, which was debated in the Commons on the 23rd of May 1991 by Bob Cryer, it's failed. The Dangerous Dog Act has failed, and to ban another breed is, I think, is ridiculous. We need to look at the other end of the lead, and not only the other end of the lead, but we need to look at education of trainers, education of people, of dog owners. In general, the education of dog trainers and behaviourists is, I would say, is kind of pretty good to average. Great if you've got experience, but people coming into the industry, you can get, I know this is turning into a bit of a rant because I'm absolutely shocked that this is going to happen. You can get a certificate in the UK to say you're a dog trainer after watching 4.5 hours video. You can get it off Udemy. The normal cost is £59. In a sale, it's £12.50. So for paying £12.50, sitting at your computer and watching videos for 4.5 hours, that gives you a certificate to say you're a dog trainer. Watch another 3 hours, I think it is, and you get a certificate to say you can work with aggressive dogs. Now, that is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, I don't accredit trainers unless I've got 18 months with me, and hard work, people are becoming dog trainers too soon. Weekend courses, here, have a certificate, go out and train dogs. Here, have a certificate, go out and throw food around with no consequences for actions for the dogs. We've swung too far the wrong way in relation to dog training, and there's no accountability for the actions of the owners of the dogs. And actually, there's no accountability for the dogs. You go back to the law of effect, where there are consequences, both good and bad, in relation to behaviour, training, and so on. And when I say good and bad, I don't mean harsh handling or any of that nonsense, but I mean having boundaries and reinforcing those boundaries. But going back to the Dangerous Dog Act in 1991, it was a knee-jerk reaction. It was brought to Parliament. The reason it was brought to Parliament wasn't really for the dogs that were banned in the Dangerous Dog Act, and I'm reading it now. It was brought to Parliament. The 16th of January, six-year-old boy was mauled by a pet lurcher. And William Roach was savaged to death by an Alsatian in his home. His wife tried to resuscitate him and couldn't. 22nd of March, Stephen Berry was mauled in his pushchair by a bull terrier. And then Michael Parkinson was savaged by two Rottweilers. He needed 80 stitches. And these were the reasons why the Dangerous Dog Act was debated in the Commons. On the 8th of May, 3-year-old Natasha's throat was almost bitten off by a collie. And on it goes. There were a lot of attacks happening at that time. We've now got to the pit bull. So before then there was Dobermans, there was Shepherds, there was lurchers, collies. These were the dogs that brought the attention to the commons in relation to dangerous dogs, rather than, you know, the pit bulls and the Japanese Tosa, the 4 breeds that were banned, basically. So I think adding the XL bully is a mistake. I really do think it's a mistake, because the people who aren't responsible dog owners and who want dogs so that they look hard, or any of the reasons, you know, that go behind getting a big powerful breed, the wrong reasons for getting a big powerful breed, they will pick another breed. You know, they will go off and they will pick another breed, and they will turn that in the way that they've turned other dogs as well. I think it's a real mistake. I really do think it's a real mistake. It's something that I feel really passionate about. I haven't worked with an XL bully. I am saying this just from knowing other breeds and other breeds that I've worked with. I haven't worked with XL bullies. It's unlikely to at this stage in where I'm at in my profession that I will work with XL bullies. But I've worked with lots of different dogs that bite. I do specialise in gun dogs, and so I have worked with a lot of gun dogs that bite repeatedly, that come back again and again and again, because that's what they're bred for. I've worked with more working cockers that bite than any other breed, and I have worked with other breeds. I've worked with Rotties, I've worked with Shepherds, Anatolian Shepherds, Akitas, and Malamutes, and you know, big powerful breeds. It's not just gun dogs that I've worked with, but I do think this is a real error in judgment from the Prime Minister on banning another breed. The attention needs to be on the people who are influencing the profession and dragging it one way, rather than going back to common sense, educating the people who are working with dogs, who are on the front line with dogs, and educating dog owners as well. I'm quite shocked that we're back where we were in 1991. Horrific attacks, really, really horrific attacks. There's been a lot this year. There has been a lot this year, and part of my doctorate was to research what was going on in relation to dog ownership and so on. Horrified at the thought of people being attacked by dogs, and my heart goes out to everybody who's been attacked. I've only been bit a couple of times. It hasn't been a serious bite. I've never had a serious bite, thank goodness. And it is terrifying when a dog turns. It is really scary, and it is really painful. But in all honesty, I think we're looking at the wrong place. And yeah, that's it.